I'm not disclosing any names. This is someone that I know that was so horny in a TJ Maxx that he had to go to the public restroom in there. Went into the handicap stall.
Was this person like 14?
No, this is a grown man. Went into the handicap stall, wanked one out, not into the toilet, not into a napkin, onto the doorknob.
This is a menace to society. This man needs to be held in Guantanamo Bay and be tried for terrorism.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Saw that Channing Tatum dog movie.
Any good? Oh, you said it made you cry.
Better than I thought it was going to be, but it was still a pretty bad movie.
I think anything about a dog in it will make me cry.
Oh, it will make you cry.
Yeah, it's Marley and Me. Fox and the Hound.
Yeah.
Those are two.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Air Bud. Space Bud.
The one about being a dog and every time you die, you are reincarnated into another dog with a different family. That's a movie.
That is a movie. That movie is called The Life of Dogs.
Instant tearjerker already from the trailer, right?
Have you seen Up?
Yes.
That's a dog movie.
Technically,
Yeah.
It's not about a dog.
I Am Legend is a dog movie.
Yes, and that one also makes me cry specifically because of the dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
There's also a dog in the Dark Knight.
I'm sure there's a dog somewhere
Batman
in the
punches
movie.
it right in the face.
Nope, they would not have made that kind of movie, and it would not be that great.
Yes,
no,
he does. Right,
Christopher
in the opening
Nolan
scene.
would
In the
ruin
opening
the
scene,
screenplay.
He punches a dog right in the face.
If Christopher Nolan presented that movie to his producer,
I'm
saying,
telling you, man.
this is a masterpiece. Heath Ledger,
Yep.
perfect antagonist,
Yep.
perfect Joker.
Yep.
But we're only making this movie
So I can punch a dog.
if this Chow Chow in the beginning
It's a German Shepherd.
gets it in the face.
It's a German Shepherd, and I think he actually punches two of them in the face.
Nope, you are making up lies about one of the greatest comic book movies that exists.
You know what?
What?
I'm not lying.
No, two dogs don't get punched.
Two dogs get punched.
I think you're drunk and delirious.
Well,
I think you are full of it.
you are being very aggressive, so I'm going to back off a little bit. But I just want to say, we can watch it later, and yeah.
Describe the scenario in which two dogs get punched. Why? Why does he punch two dogs?
So he goes to like the Humane Society, and he's like, "Listen, no, I'm just kidding."
No, I was gonna say
No,
unless the clown gang.
No, here's what happened. Scarecrow is meeting with the Russian mob. And the Russian mob not only brings guns, but they also bring two dogs. And then the fake guys who are pretending to be Batman show up. And they start using a gun. And then they're like, that's not Batman. But then real Batman shows up.
Yeah.
Starts fucking everybody up. The Russian mafia guy sends his dogs after him to defend himself. He punches the dog right in the face.
I'm boycotting that movie. Boycotting the first 5 minutes of that movie.
I think it's actually the second 5 minutes because it's after the bank heist.
The second 5 minutes.
It's the Batman intro.
I'm not
Boycotting
about
the second 5 minutes of
Not
Dark
about
Knight.
it, dude.
I'm right there with you, pal.
Whatever. Welcome.
We're starting the episode with dog punches.
Yeah, you're the one that brought it up, dude. We were talking about cute dog
Channing Tatum.
movies.
Yeah, I know.
You're the
I
one.
know.
Yeah, don't blame me.
I'm sorry.
Don't blame me about the tangents.
I should have brought in Old Yeller.
No, I mean that's sad too.
It is sad. Lassie?
They're all sad, man. Not enough cat movies. The Aristocats.
Cats
one
are
of
always
my
bad
favorites.
guys.
Yeah, why is that?
I've been watching a lot of Cesar Millan Dog Whisperer on Disney Plus.
Season 1 of it?
The multiple seasons, and then he has another show, Better Humans, Better Dogs.
Is it the same shit? Basically?
Pretty much, but it's Cesar Millan, man. God protect that man.
You've really been into watching dog stuff. Isn't there like a documentary on HBO that you watched?
Oh.
That made you cry like crazy?
It's called Doghouse. It's a show. It's a series. There's a couple
what's
seasons.
it about?
Just dogs getting adopted.
That's going to bring me to tears right now.
Honestly, I was just going to say, I don't need to say anymore.
No, that's it. That's the perfect synopsis for it.
How do you make it a little bit like harder? And you might cry right now.
Sure.
The people who they like search hard for the people to find for the dogs. So
Yeah.
it's like they're made for each other.
So it's not like they're just giving it to random people.
No,
This is like
some guy off the street been like, I want a dog. It's like, no. It's like this old man's wife passed away 4 months ago, and the last thing she said to him was, you should get a dog so you have something to take care of. And then he gets this little white, fluffy, dog. And then at the end, they show a picture of the wife, and the dog looks like his wife.
what? What the dog
Get
looks
the
like?
fuck out.
What are you talking about? A
The
dog
dog-
can't look like a person.
No, totally. People like.
I've never seen a man that looks like a chihuahua.
Well, no, not with like the pointy, but
Get
like
the fuck out of
the
town.
haircut is like similar.
Sure.
With the ear,
Okay.
and,
Let's
like,
say if it's like a Maltese.
dogs look similar.
If it's a dog that could have a haircut.
Kumo and you kind of have some similar features.
Oh, because we're brown? Racist.
Why do you,
racist.
you always throw me under the racist bus?
He's geriatric. I'm not.
That's not the part that. No, it's the looks you guys give.
What? I
You
don't
never
look.
Time out.
What?
All jokes aside,
What?
you've never heard the expression like eventually people start looking like their pets and their pets start looking like them.
No, I've heard the expression like eventually people start looking like their girlfriends or boyfriends and vice versa. Have you ever seen a couple that look like brother and sister? It's weird.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just like, what do you guys just like the way you look in the mirror and that's why you guys are physically attracted to each other?
I mean, I used to know friends who had the same name. Like I had a friend named Dana, and he was dating a person whose name was also Dana.
That's
And then
cute. I mean, names
knew,
are fine.
I knew a girl named Taylor. She got married to a guy named Taylor.
That's cute. There's a lot of jokes there. But when you start looking like me, I
just-
gotta move on.
I think it's just worrisome if you have the same name for financial reasons.
If you have the same name for what are you talking about?
Just
Getting
write Taylor,
married?
whatever. Yeah, I mean, you just.
I think that's the normal freaking thing. What you talking? Do you think
Okay.
what?
Can I just get something out of the air right now?
Go.
Okay. Can you put your hands down? You're being slightly more aggressive than I like normally, and like I'm actually kind of a little sensitive
sorry.
right now.
Really?
It's just like I thought you were gonna be on my side for that. I thought you were gonna agree with me, and you came hard. You came really hard, and it's cool. It's fine. We're all allowed to have our opinions. I have nothing against you, but I gotta say, you came a lot harder than I thought you were gonna go. I didn't come into this with a knife, but you came back with a fucking katana, bro.
Oh my gosh.
You came back hard.
Am I coming off that way?
You're good. You're coming. You're not coming on. That's for sure. But
You should stop saying coming as much as you're saying right now. I will say
you made it weird about that.
I apologize about being aggressive in my delivery.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just
over it.
excited.
I knew you weren't actually aggravated. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to say something and be
I'm
like,
not really passionate about anyone's names and if they changed them
Yeah.
for financial
Yeah.
reasons via getting married and blah 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 and so on
Yeah.
and so forth. Do what you want.
would you ever if you married a woman? Would you ever? Well, I mean, you're probably gonna marry a woman. Would you ever take her last name? Like if it was somebody who had like a really cool last name, like
Yeah, that was a cool last name.
like what?
Well, Melissa doesn't have a cool last name.
Well, that's what she said.
She's aware of it.
Yeah. I
know?
mean, Lopez is fine for anybody out there who has that
It
last name.
exists everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not cool. It's just like not
Original.
cool. Yeah, sure.
But if her last name was like Super Beta Humvee Fire Missiles.
Oh, for sure, not taking her name. Humphrey Super Beta, already bad start. Humphrey Fire Missiles,
Humvee.
Humvee Fire Missiles, not down.
Well, how about just fire missiles?
Because imagine having to write that down. Imagine having to like go.
That's why, like in the old days, people would be like, "I'm T.S. Eliot," because his name is totally sucks Eliot.
I don't believe that, but yeah, I don't want to write whatever the full
P.T.
name is for
Barnum.
that. What's it stand for?
Pussy Taste Barnum.
I think that you're full of shit.
E.B. White.
Go ahead.
Extra butthole. White.
The only one that I would write down of all of those. I already don't like writing my full name. It's like 9 letters for a first name. And then
Christian Evelyn Baltazar.
not Evelyn. I don't know why you put that into everyone's middle name, but my last name's already 8 letters. But I shouldn't be complaining because your name is long.
I love my name.
But you don't write down Alejandro fully.
You
Just put Al, right?
No, I don't put Al. I have never. No, I don't. I don't go by Al.
You get upset when people call you Al, huh?
I don't get upset by it, but that's not my name.
Hey, Al.
Not
How
looking.
you doing? Hey, Big A.
I've had a couple of people be like, hey, no.
Oh, they try.
Just nip it right in the butt. I learned that lesson a long time ago.
Have you ever been in the same room where someone is trying a nickname with someone else and is just shot down?
I've had somebody I'm just gonna call him out. My brother has one of his best friends. His name's Tim.
Yeah.
And for Matt's bachelor party, we all had sailor hats.
Okay.
With nicknames on them. Except mine said, best man, and his said groom. But then all the other guys, all the groomsmen had nicknames on them.
Yeah.
And we go, Tim, what's your nickname? And he goes, people call me Big Time. And we stop for a second and we just go, who? Who the fuck calls you Big Time? And he's like, people call me Big Time. And we're like, no, Tim, we're not putting that on the hat. That's not the name we're giving you. No way, no fucking way. We're not calling you Big Time.
You really didn't believe him? Maybe there's like one or two people out there.
Nobody calls him Big Time because it's just, oh man.
You don't think he's ever looked in the mirror and he's just been like, people call you Big Time, buddy.
This is a
believe that.
he's a veteran. He was in the Navy and stuff. Like, he's a good man.
So it's possible that people could call him Big Time because he was a veteran.
We know his nickname was Old Man because he was almost 30 when he signed up. So that's not, they didn't call him Big Time, which is just like an outlandish nickname.
You guys should have just been like,
it's the most outlandish.
Okay, we'll give it to you.
I think we did end up calling him that, but like in jest now, because now we're like, oh, all right, Big Time.
Okay. There you go. At least, but he was upset about it.
Ask for your nickname, right?
No, I guess it's given
hey guys,
to
everyone should call me Flex. They're
okay.
Like, no.
We're not gonna call you that. That's dumb. We're gonna call you Big Asshole.
Can we go back to my regular name, Jim?
Nope, Big Asshole it is. Have you ever been given a nickname? Usually you're just like Alex, Alejandro, douchebag, asshole.
Oh, nice. You got me. Alex is a nickname, technically.
Oh yeah. Yes, I guess.
Yeah.
But, okay, because all of my nicknames, everyone in the world knows my nicknames because of my last name that I truly love and will stand by forever.
Yeah.
Ball taser,
Christian
ball squeezer.
Hitler.
No. What? Okay, to bring it back, you've said Hitler without any context. You've thrown the word. It's like it's your third word in your word bank.
Well,
ready to just throw
I
out.
think we have to make jokes of people who are stupid and assholes like that. Otherwise, they get remembered as like some sort of mythical being. But it's like he's not. He was just a weird, one bald asshole who's failed at art school, and everybody should know that he was stupid.
I get your perspective. I get your angle. Kid. But I'm so sorry. But it seems like you're the type of person to go to an improv show, and the first suggestion when they ask for suggestions,
I gotta feel
Hitler.
Well, first of all, if I'm at an improv show, I'm gonna be on the stage.
Let's
be real here.
Mm-hmm.
You motherfucker.
I didn't even mean to mock you. I was just saying.
But
I
you
was
did it
saying
at
it with
the
you.
same time, you
with the
fuck.
same gestures. I just know you well.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Do you think you could do, now that we've been doing this podcast for 2 years, do you think you could do a good Alejandro impression?
Yeah.
Like mannerisms and all?
Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be jokey.
Okay, I was going to say, but without being like jokey about it, do you think you could no.
Like an authentic, I'm going to try. I'm going to try because you put me on the spot and I have to try. It might be cringe, but let's see.
Oh, yes.
What's the context? Like, what's the scenario?
I mean, should we have like just a conversation?
Sure.
Okay.
What does that mean? You're just a regular NPC?
Yes.
Okay. What's the scenario though?
Getting an oil change?
Okay. That
I don't know.
requires zero personality. There's no way I could emulate you.
I'm making this really difficult. Yeah, getting an oil change, but it's raining outside and you just hit a dog on the way in.
Okay. Deal. Let's try it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hi, sir. Welcome in.
Hey, I sound like Liam Neeson. I sound like Liam Neeson in Taken already.
Stop critiquing yourself. I already love it.
Okay.
Hi, sir. Welcome.
Hey, man. Here for an oil change? It sounds like I can't try
honestly,
to be you. What?
Starting with, hey, man, is something.
Man.
Yeah. Hey, man, what's up?
Here for an oil change?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's pretty good. Hey,
all
man,
it is.
Here for an oil change.
Because you're not going to you're not the type of person.
Hey, my name's Alex.
I just hit a dog. I just hit a dog. Crazy weather we're having here. What's the deal with California?
Anyways, what's the house, Paps? Let me get the oil change.
Let me get that oil change. Is what I'll do.
Do the windshield wiper fluid. Well, yeah, it, huh?
The maintenance light is on. Yeah, I can't try to act like you if it is a situation that requires zero personality.
Okay, we're taking some time apart. We have about a week apart for sure, maybe a little bit more. Let's take a little bit of time to try and craft impressions of each other.
Sure.
Because you're right. I don't know if I could do you on the spot, but I think I could do you like in a scenario, but I have to like really think it all out.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always been specifically with people. I need a sentence that I know that they say all of the time
For sure.
to
Yeah.
say it, right? Like everyone knows how to do an Owen Wilson impression because he always says,
Hail the chief.
he doesn't. No, that's not the one that people think of immediately. Wow. Wow.
I actually was just watching The Intern last night.
Man, shoot. I watched that 2 months ago.
You know what? It's okay.
I like it.
Yeah,
I really like it.
It's got some really funny bits, but it's not their best duo comedy.
I mean, that's why it's a bad movie. I mean, it's been suggested for us. I think when James Asilo and Jeremy Padrones, shout out to you guys if you're listening. When they want to come and do this podcast, that's the movie that they were asking to do.
Yeah. Then I'll withhold judgment till then.
Yes. We let's stop talking about it because we got to wait for that episode. But it's Vince Vaughn doing the Vince Vaughn thing, dude. Talking real fast.
It's you know what? I see a lot of us in that duo.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know. I'm not really an Owen Wilson. When we did the movie with Vince Vaughn and Kevin James, I'm much more of a Kevin James than almost any other actor in the world that exists. I think. Like Here Comes the Boom was the most relatable movie that I can think of.
You got to see the one where he plays like a neo-Nazi, the one where he does like a serious role.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that, and he like stalks this girl in high school. Very scary. I think it's on Showtime.
Let's go King of Queens.
That's not going to be relatable to me. I'm not going to be like, I'm such a neo-Nazi.
What if it did just like click in your head and you're just like, I fucking get it.
I was just like, yeah, white power.
I get it now.
Yeah. That's the way to... I was born the wrong skin tone.
You just like start a radio show so that people don't know what you look like. You're like, I'm Professor X.
They're just like, so is this the worst persona?
I'm sorry, that was just the first thing.
For an improviser.
Professor X.
I'm surprised that the code word wouldn't be Hitler. that wouldn't be my alias to think of.
2 on the nose.
It's 2 on the nose.
Yeah,
So Professor X? I guess he's technically a skinhead. Is that the association you were making?
No, but it see,
say it.
I get where you think my thought process goes, but you should also always know, like, my thought process is always like, but now, what's the exact opposite of that?
Yeah, you always go for the anti-joke.
What's up, baddies? Have you ever wondered where that neon light came from that's on their wall?
Well, good thing I'm here, because I'm going to tell you today. Hi, y'all. Christian Baltazar from ICBTB. And ICBTB has recently partnered with Bright Light Tribe. So if you guys want your own customized neon light like Alan does, right, man?
Most definitely.
You guys could go to brightlighttribe.com. Use promo code ICBTB at checkout to get $25 off your next purchase.
Do it. No. That was terrible. I ruined it.
No, you didn't. You know what I found out on a tangent, actually, is that T.I.'s trying to do comedy now?
The kid we went to middle school with?
No, the fucking rapper, not the kid who looked at porno mags.
It was an SSR book.
So Godfrey is this comedian who's impeccable at like impressions and whatnot, and he was headlining this show. And then apparently, like, there is a code of conduct in the comedy game to don't go after the headliner, because that's the point of headlining, right? You end the show, right?
Yeah.
End it with a bang. And so after he had gone, after Godfrey had done his set, T.I. comes up and he tries to do comedy. And I don't know if it went well. I doubt it went well, man. Usually
I've heard mixed reviews about like Steve-O's stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
like I've heard people being like, it's cool to see Steve-O do stand-up comedy, but I've also heard comedians be like, he's just telling his stories. Mm-hmm. Like, these aren't jokes. It's entertaining. They're funny.
Yeah.
But these aren't jokes. Like, he's not.
But do you think what's also holding him back is the fact that people know him for a different reason, and now he's trying this thing, right? It's harder to transition.
Sure, at first it's always hard to transition.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, like, every Steve-O thing that I've heard is just him telling stories. It's not.
Makes sense.
He's not doing bits. He's not making jokes.
The structure's not really there.
Yeah,
It's him
sometimes
just
he
talking.
has it. Sometimes he tells a story and, like, you know, has a good kind of like pacing to it, which again is funny and is enjoyable. But I don't know if I classify Steve-O or T.I. as a stand-up comedian.
I don't know. Does T.I. just say his set in a cadence?
Well, I mean, Elvis couldn't talk. They
He
made
says,
him
drop
sing.
the beat, and then he still does something funny.
So I was walking down the street.
And then this fucking thing happened.
I heard a little tweet.
And then someone came clapping.
I pulled out my gun.
And then someone came snapping.
And I said, for fun.
Fuck you, bitch. I don't know. That was too on the spot, and I got a little nervous.
We did okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting for that to be like a rhyme bit, but I would stick around. I would stick around and watch T.I. do a stand-up set.
It's about as entertaining to me as Shaq being a DJ.
I would watch that too.
Yeah.
And isn't it sad just because of someone's fame?
They can be famous in another thing.
They will grow an audience.
I
just from doing
classify
whatever.
those the same thing as like if there was a monkey with a hat on.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, let me go see this monkey with a hat on.
Let's see what he does.
Yeah, what's he doing?
The monkey doesn't know what's going on. My
he's
mom
eating peanuts?
is a
Okay,
main
whatever.
consumer of monkey videos and will definitely watch a monkey with a hat.
I think in the episode we just recorded, we discussed our favorite kind of street acts.
Yes.
I both love and hate the animal ones because I kind of hate because I don't feel like we should be like pimping out these animals like that.
Yeah,
It's kinda fucked
like
up.
circuses and whatnot.
Yeah. But then on the other hand, it's like,
Oh, they're so cute.
this monkey's playing the drums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, first of all, where do you find a drum set that small?
Well, I'm fine. Okay, that good point.
And
Where do we
but-
find monkey drum sets, right?
Yeah.
But I'm fine with it as long as behind closed doors, this monkey's getting, his cut.
Well, first of all, I don't think he is.
I mean, I don't think he's getting in cold hard cash.
Yeah, and also
this monkey
you-
won't know what to do with currency.
You don't train a monkey, like, you don't give him drum lessons. You have to, like, tape the sticks to his hands. I assume it's a lot more involved.
It
I
has
assume
to
the
be.
training process isn't easy.
Yeah, because it's not as simple as monkey see, monkey do. They'll try to imitate it, but I don't think they have proper technique.
You know what?
What?
I'm now rethinking my whole position because you just said that's colloquial. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, so to a certain extent, they're able to imitate us. So, like, if he is extremely observant, or she,
You are on a roll today, sir.
woke, man. I'm woke. He, she, they, whatever you want. I think that they're able to. I don't think they're going to be better than Nate Smith or Tommy Lee. I think that this monkey will just be a monkey playing the drum set. And if he can keep that, no one's going to give a shit.
I do love monkeys doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So my mom is part of this Facebook group where she gets into constant arguments with other people, and it's all about monkey videos.
Yes,
people
yes,
complaining,
yep.
saying like, the monkey's too fat, you're feeding it too much, or the monkey's too skinny, you're not feeding it enough.
Stop giving him corn dogs.
Yeah,
That's not
he-
in a monkey's diet.
A monkey doesn't want to wear a turtleneck, take it off.
Yeah, but it's like, but the monkey looks kind of happy.
But she is the one that's like trying to get her comments peer reviewed before she puts it out there. And we'll get in this comment battle with other, who I imagine are just different versions of my mother.
It's like your mom with like blonde hair, or your mom with like a scar on her face. And
That's your go-to thing for everything. Everyone's alternate universe version of themselves has a scar on their face.
yeah, that's how you know.
That they've been through some shit.
Immediately, that's me from an alternate universe.
No, they probably just look like me. I'd be upset if I saw me from another universe and I was still fat. I'd be like,
That one, that's around.
man,
Multiple times that Christian does exist.
did you never meet this girl that broke your heart?
No, in fact, I got really into fishing, fly fishing.
Yeah, and I'm still a virgin.
I'm a world-class fly fisher, though.
Very successful.
Yeah, millions of dollars.
Still fat.
Just can't fuck anything.
Still drink soy sauce.
Never seen my penis.
And it's very small.
I think. I don't know. Can you tell me?
Yeah, someone get down there.
But then there's another one who's just like, yeah, but I'm bodybuilder Christian.
That'd be too much. I think I'm happy with medium.
Well, you're in the right universe then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've said before, want to look good from a distance. That's all I want to go with my physique.
Yeah, hey, good with clothes on, I think is what we've established.
Yeah. And, by the time the clothes are off, the lights are off too, hopefully.
That's, you got to stop drugging people, but that's fine.
Nope, that's horrible. Do not paint me in that corner because that's a very, very serious joke.
Well, no, it's seriously funny.
Jesus Christ, man. Bill Cosby, what's he up to? Is he back
he's
at it?
trying to do a comeback tour. Yeah. he's
Oh
trying to
shit!
come back.
Imagine if he headlined through that weird level of fame. Whatever.
There was a point
he has
where I
right now.
really wanted to see Bill Cosby live, and there was like up until right before he went to prison, he was still touring, and it's like, oh, he's just at fucking Hidden Creek, whatever the fuck these Indian casinos are up here.
Oh wow, it's at casinos that he's doing. That's probably
yeah,
all he
he's
can
not.
get.
Yeah, he's not at the Chuckle Bucket.
I
Laugh
just imagine
Factory.
he's like at pharmacies. That's where his stand up would be, so that he has easy access to the fucking. What,
woof.
too soon? That's like the guy
I just think you
deserves
shouldn't
it.
attack a man who's a former doctor. No, actually, he's a piece of shit. But
Horrible.
I'd just never seen a comedy show in a pharmacy.
No, man. People are just trying to get their medicine.
He would have a better job doing it like in a hospital, like trying to raise spirits of the patients and then being like, hey, doc, how would you slide me a couple of those Adderalls or whatever?
yeah.
Actually, I think that's the opposite of what you
No,
give
he
a
would.
woman.
He doesn't want someone highly focused and highly aware.
I got to finish this book.
Yeah, just like they would kick him out immediately. They'd be like,
Honestly, I'm not even thinking about sex. I'm thinking about how I can clean this house from head to toe.
that guy. is not doing well and is not looking well.
You know what? Prison does a toll on you, pal.
Do you remember his like kid show Little Bill?
Yeah.
And it was like that gives it not about it anymore, man. Like, can we?
You remember the Cosby Show?
Yeah, of course.
Remember that time he found a joint in Tito's book?
He was just like, ooh, learning young.
It was a big problem.
I don't. And then he had Fat Albert too.
And he was also the kind of guy who would like get mad at like Chris Rock, and he would get mad at Eddie Murphy and shit, saying that they're too dirty and that they're like they shouldn't cuss so much because it's a bad influence on like the younger generations and stuff like that.
What I think he was trying to do, he was trying to have a clean act to overcompensate for the dirty things he was doing behind the scenes.
But his act, he would joke about dropping stuff in,
which is wild,
man.
It
is.
Well, I mean, it's the whole thing with like Louis C.K. Louis C.K. got a lot of. Obviously, he was like canceled for a little bit because of his whole like jerking off on the phone when he was talking to like females or like in front of the females, right?
Yes.
And then he has a bunch of dick jokes, and so like all of these people are looking back at all of these.
It all makes sense.
Jokes. It's just like it's cathartic. That's why. You're gonna joke about your own problems, right? And of course, as a writer, people are like, no one's actually gonna believe that I do this in real life because I'm a comedian.
They're like, this is so crazy, they won't ever believe it. But then the curtain falls, and he's just like,
Sadly, and there's some truth behind it. You okay there?
I think you know what? I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah. Let me
Your throat's a little dry. You know what it could also be? Allergy season's back in town, baby.
Took a couple Claritin. That was what Karen said to me as well. So that theory is being tested as we speak.
I had a triple sneeze in the car earlier today.
You Satan-loving whore.
What does that mean? What? Don't call me that. Those are three words I don't want to hear. No, I'm fine. I'm cool off of that.
All three of those things are awesome. Satan, great. Loving, awesome. Whores, backbone of America.
I'm gonna get a jar for you to put money into, and on that jar will be a list of words for whenever you say you put $1 in.
Okay, but the list has to be finite. You can't keep adding words to the list.
The fact that you are already thinking that it has to be limited, the fact that you think there's a hypothetical, it could go on and on and on, makes you self-aware of your own vernacular.
No, it's just I know you would be like, no, that one's got to be on the list. And I'll be like, what? I can't say, Ecuador smells? And you'd be like, nope, put it on the list.
That wouldn't be on the list, but it might be on the list now.
See what I mean? This is exactly my logic.
Or it might be like vague. It might be like any slander toward
well, then I definitely don't want it to be vague because,
I don't know. There just has to be you need a swear jar. But more than just swearing.
No. I'm taking a stand.
What I'm seeing right now is like a preteen Alejandro standing up for his rights because he's about to get grounded.
Like the first time I got drunk and my mom caught me and I was like, I don't know what you think you do. I'm a big man and I'm 17. I can do big man things. My mom's like, you just fucking go to sleep.
At the time, were you slurring a lot? Yeah. I've seen like teenage Alejandro drunk before.
Stop.
Just whoa, you're the one that brought it up.
I guess that's true.
We've all slurred. We've all been belligerent.
We've all slurred as a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
was just thinking about the time that we were drinking after a party or during a party, more accurately. And I came in and I was like, who's drunk? My name is...
Just like, yeah, that guy's drunk. Cut him off. Being cut off at a party.
That's not where our heads are at in high school. They're just like, we need to go on that level.
Give another Keystone Light.
Yeah, careful, bro. These are strong.
So strong. 2%.
I almost got alcohol poisoning last night from Keystone.
Nasty stuff. I mean, we drank what we could get, right?
Honestly, that was the name of the game.
It helped that I didn't speak clearly. People thought I had an accent, so that when I was drunk and slurring, I think it kind of got rid of the accent.
Made you more white.
It was just I wasn't stuttering as much. It was just like
Christine, how are you today?
Yeah, I think I spoke to women better.
You definitely did. Yeah, I mean, in high school, it's a little liquid courage.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. I think
the statute of limitations is definitely gone past, right?
What are the details? I think if you're 18 and over, you can drink on private property, and that won't be considered underage drinking, right?
That sounds like something you tell your friend to make him cool with drinking under the porch.
I saw it in Project X.
That's what that sounds like.
In Project X, I'm pretty sure that's what one of the security guard kids says to the police officer when they come.
And you know what? If that's your proof, I have nothing to say.
But also, I should stop believing
Movies.
that. Yeah, thinking that everything in that is factual.
I watched a documentary recently, and apparently, stepmoms can't keep their hands off of their stepsons.
What? That was like a 20-minute documentary?
It was 43 minutes. I don't know what happened in the last 40 minutes, but
You watch a lot of those washing machine documentaries, huh?
it's a lot of glass tables.
Oh, a lot of weirdly sized so that someone's torso could get stuck there.
Also, they don't look very stuck to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like they could slip out. They're just lazy.
I don't ever get to the end, but usually about 30 minutes in, they're not stuck anymore.
30 minutes in. Yeah, it takes them a while.
I mean, I'm not watching.
I'm glad that we
minutes in.
are consumers of media and we watch informational, educational documentaries.
Honestly, it's our duty to the feminists.
Honestly, it's more lighthearted than the actual Netflix documentaries that come out. Everything's about a killer.
Can we have one kid show where the elephant doesn't have AIDS?
I'm sure that exists. Very
Yeah, that's Sesame
specific of
Street.
an example.
That's Sesame Street.
Why? Is there an elephant that has AIDS in
The
another
Snuffleupagus
kid's?
had HIV.
Really?
You don't remember that from Sesame Street?
No, I didn't watch a lot of Sesame Street growing up.
Wow.
Wait, did they straight up say that he had that?
Yeah, it was a way to teach kids that,
It exists?
Yeah.
Was this back in the 80s?
No, this was like in the 90s. This was our prime time of Sesame Street.
Man, I dodged that. I wasn't watching. No, it's
No,
not like I
God.
was getting mad at my mom if she put that on.
Like, Mom, turn this shit off. I'm not watching this
My mom
propaganda.
She would let me watch like Simpsons and
I wasn't allowed to watch Simpsons.
South Park, but was super against Beavis and Butthead for some reason.
My mom was against all of those shows.
Yeah, I imagine.
And also, weirdly, Ren and Stimpy.
Which makes, Ren and Stimpy is pretty inflammatory, man.
And she thought Invader Zim was too scary for children.
That scares me now. It's very dark.
Do you remember I think it was the last episode where Zim just like fills himself with organs?
Yeah, it's at the time, I think there wasn't as much of a limitation on what they could put out for kids shows in the early 2000s.
I think adults weren't watching kids shows.
No, not as much.
Now adults are kind of like, what are you watching here? What the fuck is
Dude,
this?
I was watching this YouTube video about like the most controversial video games, and there are some fucked up video games that were made. I know this is a comedy podcast, but now we're here and I'm going to talk about it. But
Oh my God.
So along with Mortal Kombat, having assisted in creating the ESRB, so that rating system, from E for everybody, all the way to AO, which is adults only, 18 plus, which is wild. No, they're like, I'll get to it. But along with that was this video game for the Sega CD or some shit. Which
I
was
had
like,
that.
It was an interactive video game where they used real action footage of these high school girls having a sleepover. And what you're supposed to do is to help them prevent them from getting killed from home invaders. So you have to like warn the girl, like, he's behind you. And if you fuck up, like, she'll fall into like a trap door and get killed. And what's so controversial about that is also it's like weird and stalkerish. Like these underage girls, you're watching them at a sleepover, like pillow fighting and all that stuff. But also mixed in with home invaders, and it's an interactive game. They're like, whoa, we got to put a rating system on this because this is highly inappropriate. It's not the end of it.
I mean, at least he's trying to save the girls.
Yeah. At least, I guess the creators, I mean,
Right.
I think they probably saw it that way.
The intentions were good.
Yeah, but the product
It's
itself.
one thing if you're playing as the home invaders. It's another thing if you're playing as like the dad.
Which is like, okay, have fun with your friends,
everybody
Sally.
go to bed now.
All right, I'm going to go to sleep with my earmuffs on and my...
Lights out at 10 o'clock in this house.
Yep. So that helped create the ESRB system.
Jesus. I mean, I remember a couple of them from like Hollywood Video, like the really like kind of like horny ones where it's like you're like a big nose dude or whatever, you're like running around with.
I know
girls.
what you're talking about.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was that? Was it like a Playboy or something like
I
that?
forget what it was called, but basically that's what you were doing, and you could like go up to these very cartoonish animated girls up close. Even like, are you familiar with the fighting game Dead or Alive?
Am I familiar with that or
And
alive?
you know why you're familiar with it, right?
Because we've talked about it in this podcast in the past.
I'm not really sure, but
We definitely have.
There's like, it was one of the first fighting games with like very bad polygon graphics for the PlayStation 1 to still incorporate jiggle mechanics.
Boobs are boobs are boobs.
I get it, yeah, boobs are boobs are boobs. But then there was like a huge part of that fan base that was just like, yeah, we like these mechanics.
I would like more of the jiggling.
So they made a spin-off They made Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball Edition.
I know.
And it's just, you can't play as the guys in this volleyball game. You're only playing as the girls.
I did have one friend who had it, and every time we would play it, like at the time I was so innocent and so naive, I like would get nervous and scared. I'd be like, no. We'll play something else.
How was he able to convince his parents to buy him for that?
Not all parents know what's happening.
They're just like, Dead or Volleyball.
Also, he just had the disc, so I believe he rented it from like Hollywood Video.
Oh, so
and then returned it with just some bullshit thing, and they never knew.
It was like in a when you would buy games from Hollywood Video, they would be in like a black case.
Yeah,
no one would know what it is, and he'd just be like, "Okay, yeah,
it's a volleyball game.
Yeah, Dead or Alive volleyball. It sounds like a fighting game where you could play volleyball. Sounds appropriate to me.
Which also sounds like a fun game.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. I would love a volleyball mini game and a fighting game. So when I get tired of like the violence and I just want
if
something,
they could just do like Death Olympics, where it's like, yeah, we're doing the bobsled, but if you don't win, you die.
I don't know. I feel like the parent would not allow that. Death Olympics?
I would totally love to play Death Olympics.
Death Olympics XXX. Do you want
It's also produced by Brazzers.
I hate that I laughed that loud at that.
That's because you got the reference.
I mean, I hate the fact that I understand the reference, man. It's making me look like a pig right now.
No, it makes you look like a normal adult. We shouldn't
human.
demonize people's sexualities.
A lot more females than you're aware of watch porn.
Hey, pal.
Hey,
I'm aware.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, but like, I think the stigma is that
Stigmata?
Is that guys are just filthy pigs that watch it.
And I think that used to be when you would have to go to like a theater in the dark on the west side of Broadway.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird. And the only people who would go there would be weird guys or weird people. So of course, but now that like you can do it on your phone in the bathroom at the airport.
No, still too public. Yo, man, wait, I was on board until that. I mean, like, come on, just change the location. Just say a bedroom.
Weren't you the one telling me about the time you were at City Sports and there was a dude listening to porn?
Yeah, man. Here's the thing. After I worked out, I usually go to the bathroom, take a piss, and wash my hands and all that stuff. I see this guy in a stall. It looks like some older gentleman barefoot in the stall. Disgusting already. And I don't know if he had like AirPods on and it just wasn't connected correctly, but the volume was up, and all you hear is like the ooh, oh, and I'm like, I've worked out with Alan. I'm like, yo, dude, did you hear this?
I would have said something, been like, is someone watching porn up in here? That's what I would have done.
Oh, and kick the door open. That's like a high school move that you would do.
Well, I would have kicked the door open. That's intrusive.
I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like
that guy should know.
Hey, your porn's out loud.
Hey, man, we all can hear that.
Turn on your Bluetooth, man.
There's kids here.
It's terrifying, man.
Did he come out? Did you see him?
No, I left before he could. What? Do you think I want to make an eye contact with this monster?
What if he doesn't wash his hands?
Yeah, what if he just comes out like nothing ever happened?
Jumps right into the pool.
Just like goes back to working out and touching all the equipment? Yeah, or disgusting.
Eating popcorn.
Dude, I will not. I'm not disclosing any names. This is someone that I know that was so horny in a TJ Maxx that he had to go to the public restroom in there, went into the handicap stall.
Was this person like 14?
No, this is a grown man. Went into the handicap stall, wanked one out, not into the toilet, not into a napkin, onto the doorknob.
This is a menace to society. This man needs to be held in Guantanamo Bay and be tried for terrorism.
It's just like, why? Drive home. Do it in your car, like not in public. Do it somewhere.
Look, I've definitely jacked off in my car.
People have done it. It's a thing. But have you ever jacked off in a TJ Maxx handicap stall?
I kind of actually regret saying that out loud. But yeah.
Clip that and send it to the authorities.
Well, I don't masturbate at work.
Good.
Because the door is too far away from the toilet.
I'm sorry. The fact that there's logic already behind, other than the fact that it's at work.
If I forget to lock the door and somehow someone comes in, I'm too far away to like shut the door, hide it. You know what I mean?
What I'm scared for you is that it's going to be there's something about Mary scenario where you're going to...
I'm going to date fucking Cameron Diaz.
Not necessarily that part, but like
that's the part that I heard.
When you open the door and you don't know where your ejaculate went, it's just hanging on your ear.
I'll tell you one thing, pal.
And you're trying to sell a membership to a guy?
I'll tell you to a guy.
To a girl?
I'll tell you one thing right now. I always know where my ejaculate goes.
I hope so.
I regret saying that also.
No, don't regret that. I would. At least you're aware. Yeah,
I
stand by it.
Yeah.
No one should lose it.
Oh God, where'd it go? That's a crazy magic trick.
It's not. No one. That should not be a magic trick. Always know where it went.
Presto.
Yeah, dude. It's not like people shouldn't be losing this like their keys, right? It's not just like
people drop them like it's their keys. That's for sure.
People drop them off like they're their kids, which literally they are their future kids.
This is
your fault.
The best 17-year-old conversation we've ever had ever. I love it. I'm all about it. This episode's going to be called For Younger Christian and Younger Alejandro.
I don't know. I would never show my kids this or younger versions of myself this.
I would love to time travel back to senior year, day before the last day of school, and I just get you and me in a room and I lock the door behind me.
Don't like this situation. Dude, after everything we spoke about,
What?
Try to build context in better ways. This could be it. Just you don't have to lock the door behind us into this vague room. It sounds like you're going to assault me.
I just don't want anybody else to hear it and ruin the space-time continuum, so I have to protect the timeline by locking the door.
Okay,
so
sure.
nobody else comes in.
Thank you.
Then I pull down my pants.
Stop.
No, okay, I'm just kidding. I know, I'm just kidding. But I would love to play this podcast. Wouldn't you love to play this podcast for 18-year-old Christian?
Yes, it would be fantastic, but I would be overthinking every step in between hearing it in that moment and how I got there. I'd be too scared to fuck up the timeline and be like, what if I did this, am I still going to have a podcast? If I did this, am I still going to have a podcast?
You come Back to the Future and it's like a dystopia.
Or I have a scar.
Yeah, you'll get your check this month. You want to do a scene of improvisations?
Yeah, I like that. Let's do it.
You like that?
I like that.
You like improv?
I like it.
Okay, how about we do it like you are you're gonna be a pirate, and I'm gonna be the Queen of England, and you're gonna have to satisfy the Queen with baking.
You are a porn script writer.
I honestly, that's not a bad job.
When I'm not going to disclose this person's name either, but this person was looking for jobs for coding and all of that stuff and computer engineering.
Oh, hell yeah.
And somewhere in the applications, the list of applications that he's filling out was one for Pornhub. So that you could figure out the algorithm aspect or the layout of
they could do some work.
Website, right?
Yeah, a lot of stepmom stuff.
Yeah, that's your fault. I think that's the searcher's fault, dude. The algorithm is.
It just so happens that those are the hottest women. That's how I see it.
I just want. I'm not good. I'm gonna stop. I just want something real. I hate all these fabricated situations.
You know what you would like? I bet you if you ever go to Amsterdam, you would really enjoy a red light sex show.
No, I don't think so. You know my whole thing about transactions.
You're not involved. It's just behind glass. You'd be watching this beautiful
I won't
woman
get
and this beautiful man.
No, I don't think. I think I'm okay because that's just in public, right? That's just
I mean, you're not outside in the rain.
Isn't that what the red light district is? It's outside.
Some of it. Then you pick
They're
a girl
posing?
and then you go inside and then you shut the light off.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's like shopping. I don't ever want to shop for a.
I see it as 3D porn.
No, what you should see as 3D porn is actual 3D porn, which exists with an Oculus or some shit.
You know what? It's a shame, kind of, that the first thing that came out for VR was porn.
Let's do an improv scene.
All right. Hey, I just invented this Oculus Rift, and I know exactly what to do with it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I was going to jump into it. Okay.
highly irrelevant.
All right.
Did you just drink that?
Yeah. Why?
Christian, we are in a chemical laboratory. Why would you drink a cup right in front of you? Do you even know what that is?
I was getting parched. I'm assuming it's just water. What's wrong?
Christian, that's not water.
Tell me what it is.
That's the special magic serum I've been making.
Cut to later that night. Christian's just laying in bed. I'm just, oh man, Alex is real weird. Fucking making, it's not per SOP. It's just chemical. Oh my God.
Suddenly a light shines on Christian as if there's a skylight, but there is no skylight in the roof, and an angel comes down.
Hey, what are you doing in my house? Hey, what?
Hello, Christian.
Hi.
I am the angel Gabriel.
Am I dead?
I have been, no. Just hang on. Let me explain.
Okay.
I have been sent to God to imbue you with impressive strength.
Can you say that sentence one more time, Gabriel?
No, actually, I say it one time and one time only. You dick. Do you want to be?
Cut to God and talking to Gabriel, giving him his year-end review. All right, Gabriel, you've visited 50 people in the past 3 days, and with 47 of those clients, you've messed up the mantra again.
It's difficult words, sir. Imbued you with the strength of a god.
Are you drunk right now?
Those words make me kind of drunk, to be honest with you.
It's a script, Gabriel.
Can you just tell it to me, please?
Put down the chalice right now.
Chunk.
Where did you get the blood of my son?
He's making it out of water.
That's meant for the churches. What are you doing here? Gabriel, you're fired.
No, sir. Sir, honestly, I'm just going through a lot right now. Me and my wife and the kid, he wants to join soccer, but we don't have the money for it. And my wife says I need to get a better job, but I'm not going to leave you, sir. I love being your assistant. It's like I've been with you since the whole thing with Mary and Joseph, remember? And it's
Gabriel, there are no problems in heaven. The issues should never even come about. Everything's perfect.
You know, that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, God. It's not all perfect as you know, right around 1987 it stopped being kind of perfect. All right, step on up. Who's next? You, come on up. What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Well, I mean, how'd you die? What's your name? What's your story?
I don't know. I didn't know I died. I just ended here. I'm on a bed of clouds. I'm just over here. I think I got... Last I remember, I had a dream about getting shot in the shoulder.
First and last name?
Marcy Jones.
Marcy Jones. City you were born in?
Chicago.
Chicago, Illinois?
Yeah, Chicago, Illinois.
50 times, and he said, yeah, he was cheated on his girlfriend. No, you're gonna have to take the elevator to the left, sir.
To the left? What's that? That's not purgatory.
You know what? I don't know. I just worked the desk.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll do that.
Next.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi. First and last name, please.
Marcy Smith. It's coincidence. You say the first
Sure
name.
is.
Yeah.
Marcy, where you born?
I was born in Chicago.
Take that fucking wig off, Marcy. I know it's you from just a second ago.
What the fuck you talking about? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Wait a couple people before
Marcy Smith, not Marcy Jones.
No, go
okay,
take that.
I know that's
take the elevator.
That's the elevator. I know that's the elevator. I'm not gonna do it.
I don't make the rules. I'm just reading the screen. I'm just reading the fucking
screen. You see me walking?
Yeah, go.
You see me walking in the elevator? Okay.
Keep going. Security. He's running towards the other one. No. Cut back. It's just once Marcy got into heaven.
All the other angels knew that you were the guy that let someone break into heaven.
God, that's the thing. I didn't let him in.
You didn't chase after. You have wings. You didn't chase after him.
What is security doing? What are they doing standing there with their backs up against the gates? And it's like, how about you do something for once, you know?
We got thousands of souls a second entering purgatory, and it's up to you to figure it out.
They need one of them to not.
You're an angel with
thank you.
Almighty power. You're fired. Cut to Hate Street in San Francisco, where Gabriel is now homeless.
Spare change for a Vietnam vet. Spare change for a Vietnam vet.
Look at this loser. What are those? Wings? It's not Halloween.
I don't
take them off.
It's a birth defect.
That's really sad.
So can I have some money then?
That's actually very touching. If you would, I work at this laboratory and we might be able to fix you.
I think you mean laboratory, but continue.
Too many syllables. We'll just cut to the laboratory.
Laboratory.
I've been working on this crazy chemical. My friend Christian took it and he died mysteriously.
Nice.
I think I could fix what you got.
What are you proposing? I gotta suck your dick or something? What are we doing?
No.
No?
We don't do that. There's just this clear liquid. You just gotta drink it, and all of your problems will go away.
I'm gonna ask you one question, Doc, and you gotta be honest.
I'll be honest with you.
Did you come in this?
No, I didn't. I promise I didn't. That's a weird question to ask initially. No, I didn't.
Very defensive, but I'll do it anyways, Doc.
Cut to later that night where he's trying to sleep.
Oh, fuck.
A bright light shines upon Gabriel.
Oh, fuck.
And then a new angel comes down.
Who the fuck are you?
Gabe!
Little Timmy.
They promoted me!
Oh, fuck. Timmy,
Dude, you're dead!
I'm fucking tired,
You're
bro.
dead!
I'm in too deep, bro. I'm in too deep.
Yeah, you drank that thing and killed the other guy and you ended up taking it too. Turns out he did come in it.
Oh, what are the odds?
So we'll take you to the purgatory and we'll figure it out from there.
I don't have any, like,
What?
I don't know, like any pull with the man upstairs.
Yeah, that means you're probably going to go in the elevator.
I guess I could have seen that coming.
And scene.
That was fun.
Wow.
That was good.
Full circle.
I love it.
Thank you.
We're getting so good at this.
I think so.
So next time, stick to the script a little bit better.
How so?
Well, I mean, I write these words for a reason.
Keep it tight, keep it right, keep it white.
That has to stay in. For all the egregious things you keep me in for saying.
White is right.
Keep it white, keep it right, keep it tight.
I'm brown enough to make jokes. I've been saying
Is your
lately.
penis darker than your rest of your body?
Very personal question. It's
don't-
it's within the. It depends on the lighting.
Yeah, okay. We can bleep out the question so people will don't know what.
Nah, that's fine. We'll keep it in. I'm not embarrassed about color, penile color, but
Mine's oddly the tannest part of my body.
why did you ask this question to begin with?
I don't know.
Did you think it was white and I was trying to flex white privilege because of the color of that?
Yes.
Interesting angle that you got. I think I'm about done with this episode. I'm happy.
All right, you know what? I'm starting to sweat. So
You're starting. I've been.
not everything's a competition, you fuck. All right, it's not always a one-upping sort of deal. That's how my girlfriend is. I'll be like, man, I'm so tired. She's like, I'm more tired. And it's like, okay. Like me saying I'm tired doesn't negate you. But we can both be tired. And it's like,
Or like when you say something to an individual, like I've had a tough day today, and it's just like you're telling me,
my dog died today, and you're like, fuck, Larry.
man, let me have a minute or two to sulk, and then tell me about your
You're
dead
right.
dog.
I guess Subway burning my sandwich isn't that important anymore. But go ahead, tell me about Fido, you
Go
fuck.
right on ahead.
Yeah, I guess
Go
it's
right
about
on
you
ahead.
again now.
Yeah. Whenever people say you're telling me, I'm like you had a hard day.
Although, you know what? Sometimes I was like, you're telling me, and then I'll jump into the next thing. That's like a good way for me to be like, I'm not going to be talking to you very long, so let's get down to business.
Literally been on a date before where the girl would always flip anything I said to make it something about her.
Oh, man, that happened to me this one time. Is that how she did it?
Exactly.
That
Or
reminds me
sometimes
of
it
my-
would even have a preface like that.
I happened to me, and I was doing that same thing, but better, and it was scarier, and I got to, like, sit next to Barack Obama for an hour on the train.
Not even like that. There's no like transition between what I said. It'd be like, okay, yeah, I love to sing and like I'm really into movies and like I just grew
love
up with that
singing.
stuff.
I sing every day. I sing every day for my cats and my stuffed animals.
Dude, not even that. It would be like a pause. I'm thinking of a very specific girl.
Say her name.
I'm not going to. She would just look at me and be like, yeah, my relationship with my mom is
Oh, so,
this and that.
So it wasn't even like in...
Had nothing to do in the realm of my conversation.
She's got something going on then.
Yeah, and
something's
so-
very top of her mind where she's like, so you're like, yeah, and that's how I discovered my love for ukulele. And she's just like, why doesn't my dad come home?
Stuff like that. It would always, yeah, and it was like she's going through some stuff. And like
Do you
things
think
weren't
all
good.
dogs go to heaven? What about ones that have like accidentally killed a baby? Do they get to go? Do they get to go to heaven?
I would leave and let her pay for the check.
Have you ever had a girl pay for the check on the first date?
No.
Me neither.
Never really been on many first dates. I've been on a lot of like hangouts where I was hoping they would think it was a date, but I could tell that it was just really friendly.
No, I'll pay for my sandwich.
We're paying separately. There's a girl from community college that I
know
took
what?
out for pancakes, and you immediately told me like, yo, don't take her out to breakfast, take her out to dinner.
And what happened?
Yeah, we just never
Nothing.
responded to my text.
Exactly.
Just friends.
I think the most emasculating question you could get asked at an IHOP is, you guys paying together or separate?
Rather than assuming that you guys are together, right?
She's way too hot for you.
You guys, two taps, right?
No? You guys,
Ma'am?
brother and sister or something?
Are you sure you're at the right table, ma'am? I could bring it over. Is he bothering you?
Do you want me to get this guy out of here?
Yeah. I would be furious. I think every time I hung out with a girl like in high school and I was still fat, that's what they thought.
I mean, I've definitely done I've never done it like that to be a dick, but when I was a server, there were some times when like the guy's clearly on like a date and he starts being a douche to me and he's just like, all right, cowboy, I got you another drink. And it's like, hey, I went ahead and got you some more napkins. Looks like you're having a tough time.
I mean, it must be hard to work in the food industry or anything adjacent to that. So like, kudos to you for having done it for years.
Kudos to you for giving me kudos.
Yeah, I mean, all he did was working with clothes. That's it. People get picky about that, but they don't need them.
No. It's not going to kill him.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
It won't get cold. It won't get anything like that.
I've literally seen a man propose to a woman at the Cheesecake Factory, and she said, no, we should do this at a real restaurant. It was on Valentine's Day, and it was the saddest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yeah, and the worst part was we were all crowded around the corner being like, what'd she say?
Why did you go? Oh, okay. I
He
thought you
just
guys
like-
were at the table ready with like 2 bottles of champagne and a violinist.
Someone's already hit the confetti, and it's just like,
Yeah. He turns around. He's just like, get
no,
out
but
of
he
here.
like closed the box and put it back in his pocket, and then like looked over at us, and we're like,
Fuck. I've never seen a proposal denial. Oh my God, that breaks my heart.
she finished dinner like a champ. Finished dinner with him. So.
Oh, okay, so it's not like she left him with the check.
Yeah, well, and also it's not like she left. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, they were still in the
is
relationship.
that worse?
No, I think she should stay. I think they both should pay for the check.
Separately.
No. So you guys are brother and sister.
Can I get separate? Can we get separate checks?
Yo, miss, are you at the wrong table?
Oh man, Jesus Christ! You gotta
Okay.
get the guy out of there. Honestly,
Yeah, that's I mean, I'm glad they're still together. If she communicated, hey, we should do this. I mean, that's fucked up for you guys. If she said verbatim, let's do this at a real restaurant.
well, I mean, hey,
Or for people that do it at a restaurant, don't shit where you eat. That doesn't make any sense. But like, I just thought I should say that. But keep these two things separate is what I'm trying to get to.
I think "don't shit where you eat" is exactly what you meant.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, not that, marriage proposals are shitty, but, and like, just don't, you should choose to do it somewhere.
Nice. On top of a mountain,
yeah.
underwater in a submarine.
Someone where you're not eating.
Yeah,
When there's like a lot of people.
I would like to have it baked into an empanada.
And she's just,
4 women are dead today.
oh, there's been 4 proposals at the same empanada shop.
Oh no, I had to kill the witnesses.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh fuck!
I'm embarrassed.
fuck.
I'm so embarrassed.
Come here.
I'm so
Come here.
embarrassed.
I'm sorry. She's like, I'm not even joking on it.
I don't.
Yes, the answer is yes. It's like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I should have. I knew you were vegan.
It's a pork empanada.
It's a pork empanada. You know what they do to pigs?
They slit their throats with a really sharp knife so that all the blood drains out.
Really sad. Really sad.
That's why I think we should be buying pork from the stores, though, because otherwise that pig died for no reason.
Yeah.
See, I feel guilty. That pig's already dead.
No.
Me not buying, it's not going to make it any less dead.
Here, let me think about this. You buying will create more incentive for them to keep killing pigs, right?
Well, if they keep killing pigs, I'm going to have to keep buying them because I don't want it to go to waste. That's an insult to
I
the
get your
pigs.
logic. I get it. But mine is a little
insult.
further back where it's just like, yeah, I'll eat pork. Like if it's there on the table, like I'm not going to not eat it.
For a long time, you didn't eat pork.
Yeah, because I was just like, I don't really like it.
Oh,
And I was-
interesting. Oh, okay.
And also I was like, yeah, I mean, if this has any change to however many pigs are being slaughtered, then okay. But I wasn't ever craving pork.
You took one entire pig off the death sentence.
It's more than enough. And they're just like, okay, number 462,000, you're safe.
You've been pardoned.
You've been pardoned by the president. You do that too well.
Yeah, I make a lot of good pig noises.
Yeah, I mean, put it on your resume.
Honestly, and pig noises upon request.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
I don't want to be a stickler here, but it does say pig noises.
Yeah. You did one big noise and you started coughing.
Are you sure you want this on your resume?
It says professional oinker.
You know what? Let me cross that out. If I could.
I meant to put intermediate pig
I'm
oinker.
an amateur pig caller.
Okay. You should be the pig whisperer.
Honestly, no.
Okay, fine. I just thought I'd show it.
I
Throw it out
wouldn't mind
there.
being a dog whisperer, though.
Can you?
I got away with dogs and babies.
You couldn't really tame Otis's dog.
That dog is a spawn from hell who is literally sent to boot camp and now is supposedly reformed. So.
I told you, that dog literally bit my asshole.
That dog gave me a bite that I had a bruise for 3 days. Look.
Oh! Wait, is that...
No, that's not Finn. That's a whole different bruise.
I was like, that stayed there?
No,
Okay.
that looks like a vampire bit me, though. Like, it looks like teeth, huh?
What are you and Karen doing? You got a hickey on your thigh. If anyone asks for a thigh hickey, you gotta... you need professional help.
What kind of big mouth is doing this?
I don't know. It's not... I haven't memorized Karen's mouth. It's like...
This is not a hickey.
That looks like the Eye of Sauron.
I don't understand that reference because I don't watch nerd stuff.
Well, the fact you understand it to a certain degree because you know what it's coming from.
Your headphone holder?
Whatever. Okay, let's end the episode. We said we were going to end it like 20 minutes ago, but...
Yeah, but I wasn't done yet.
Okay, well, are you done yet?
I'm done now.
Okay. Tell the baddies what they could do.
You can take a fucking hike. And while you're hiking... Don't forget to check ICBTB.com for all your merchandise needs. Don't forget to follow Christian on Instagram at call...
What?
No, at Christian Has Asthma. I'm at call_me Jesus. You can always send us an email at ICBTB. You can send the email to ICBTBpodcast@yahoo.com.
Yep.
And you know what, guys? Tell a child that they're smart before you tell them that they're pretty.
Don't like that sentence.
No, that's good advice.
Before you tell them that they're pretty.
Yeah, you should always.
I get it. I get in the general aspect. Yes, you're right. It's all correct. It's all correct.
Now I feel weird about saying that. I think that's a good piece of advice.
Just take care of your kids, man.
That's creepier.
What? All right, bye.
You're telling them to kill them.
Can't be that bad, oh, it 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 can't be that bad.